Hello everybody, my name is Radhika and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're watching me for the first time, please consider subscribing and click on that bell icon right next to it so that every time I upload a video, you will get notified about it. In today's video is basically an anti-haul video or anti-haul, whatever you want to call it. So if you are not aware of what exactly is an anti-haul video, let me give you a brief explanation. That anti-haul videos are basically the kind of videos in which you tell out about certain products or you state certain products that just don't impress you, irrespective of whether the brand that you're talking about or the product that you're talking about from a specific brand is your favorite or not. And before I begin this video, let me give all the brands that I'm going to mention in today's video a small disclaimer that, guys, there is no hard feelings whatsoever. Seriously, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, that there's no hard feelings at all. It's just that certain products that you guys launch just does not impress me into purchasing them, and that's about it. There's no hard feelings at all. So after that explanation and that disclaimer, if you guys want to know the products that I've stated in today's video, please keep on watching. So I have divided the products into two categories, makeup and skincare. There are 4 products in both the categories, for each basically. And first I'm going to be talking about skincare and then we'll go on to makeup. The first product that I want to talk about is actually from my favorite brand, and it's Dr. Sheths. And this is not exactly a skincare product, it is actually a supplement that is for skin, hair and nails. It's actually a supplement, so it's basically a medicine, and you guys have already guessed the name of the product also by now. It's the Dr. Sheths Brightamins, I think that's what it's called. Yes, Brightamins. And honestly speaking, I just did not feel like purchasing this product, because first thing, the moment they launched it, it just did not appeal to me. And second thing, when I did a little bit of research of mine and when I read a bit of reviews of it before purchasing or before thinking whether I should be purchasing or not, I came to know about the fact that they have an ingredient with the name of glutathione, which is also known to be a skin whitening and lightening agent. There are not exactly so much of studies that actually implies or concludes or shows the fact that it is actually, but in some places glutathione is actually used for or used in products that are for skin lightening and whitening. And Dr. Sheths, being a brand that is so versatile in all of its products, and the way they have actually the way they have actually manufactured their products and the way they market their products, I did not expect them to actually use an ingredient that would be a skin whitening and lightening agent. I know that some of you guys are going to actually point out the fact that glutathione also happens to have a lot of antioxidant properties, but for me the biggest put off here was that it is also known to be for skin whitening and lightening agents of its, like the properties of it, which was the biggest put off. Because in 2021, when we are basically embracing all kinds of skin tones, such an amazing skincare brand like Dr. Sheths coming up with a supplement that happens to have glutathione, and that also in 40 grams of quantity in its supplement, was the biggest put off, which is why this product is something that I'm never going to buy. The next product that we have in the list is from Garnier. It's their Garnier Vitamin C Serum, and the main reason why I will not be purchasing it is because of its packaging. Now you must be thinking that why. That is because any kind of vitamin C serum should not be stored in a clear packaging, in the kind of packaging that actually surpasses or passes sunlight through it, because whenever a vitamin C comes in contact with direct sunlight or heat, it tends to oxidize really quickly. And when I say really quickly, I mean it. I mean like really quickly. And once it has begun to oxidize and it turns yellow, the vitamin C serum basically becomes useless, because all of its properties are dead. Which is why whenever you see a vitamin C serum, you will generally see it, or you will most of the time see it in a amber color or brown color bottle, or in a dark colored bottle with UV protected sort of a packaging so that there is no light passing through it. Even not just the sunlight, but the normal tube lights in your house can also tend to oxidize the vitamin C serum, which is why a brown packaging for a vitamin C serum is a must, so that it does not oxidize and your money does not go into drain after you purchase it, because there are a lot of chances that by the time the vitamin C serum, which is in a clear bottle, reaches you, it has already begun to oxidize. Because when I say really quickly, I mean it that within 1 week it will actually begin to oxidize, and like I said, once it has begun to oxidize, it becomes completely useless. The third product in today's list is the Facali 24K Gold Elixir. Now, first off, why I will not be purchasing it, because it's super expensive, and I know that price is not something that should be a parameter to consider it to be into an anti-haul video, because for some people price is really not an issue, but I mean, I'm just stating it because the small size one, not really sure how much is the quantity in that, but the small size one itself comes for 1700 or I think 1800 rupees something, and that is super expensive for me. This is the first thing. Second thing is why I will not be purchasing it is because that my sister basically got her hands on the product a while ago, and when I got my hands on it, like when I got a chance to actually try it out, the first thing that I did was sniff it, because that's what I generally do before I start using a product. I sniff it to see whether how does it smell and everything. So I sniffed the product, and the smell that it felt me was sarson ka tel with sone ka varak into that. Matlab basically it was something that I can make it in my house itself at almost half the price of what they are actually selling it for. So that was the biggest put off, क्योंकि सरसों के तेल में सोने का वरक और सोने के particles, they're not even particles to be very honest, they're like those thin, if you guys have seen जो मिठाइयाँ वगैरह मिलती हैं उसके ऊपर जो चांदी की वरक होती है, that's so delicate and so very thin, the same kind of particles are there in this as well, and I can actually get that from anywhere and do that at my home itself. So why would I spend 1800 or probably double the price of that for the big size one? Why would I spend that when I can make that at home at probably the half price of it? The fourth product in the list, it's not basically a product, it's actually a product category, which is sheet masks. Now there is not a specific brand that I'm talking about here, it's just in general that I'm not going to be purchasing sheet masks ever again, simply because they're supremely harmful for the earth. Well, why is that? Is because it's made completely of plastic. Like the cover it comes in is plastic, the sheet mask itself has plastic particles into it, which takes a lot of time to biodegrade, and that is why it stays on the surface of the earth for a really long time. Also, the serum that it comes with, like the serum in it, a lot of it goes to waste also. So these are the three things why I will not be actually purchasing a sheet mask. Apart from this, they're also expensive. Now I know that price is really not an issue for a lot of people, but economically speaking, if you just hear me out for once, you will actually understand what I'm trying to explain here. So one sheet mask costs for minimum of 100 rupees, and you keep that on your face for around 20 minutes and you just throw it off. Uska jo thoda bahut serum hota hai, you just rub it on your face and you throw off the entire thing. So a lot of serum is getting into waste, and the effect of that sheet mask lasts for max 2 days, and then the effect of it is gone. So if you invest into a complete full size serum that cost for around for say 600 or 700 rupees, if you invest into that, that will be more economical for you when compared to a sheet mask jiska effect sirf 2 din rehta hai chehre pe, whereas a serum that you're purchasing, the effect of it might be slower, but the effect is going to be for a longer period of time. So economically also it's very expensive. And the other thing why I will not be purchasing is because it's a quick fix, and I don't want a quick fix on my face. I want something that I could do on my face and the result of it is long lasting enough. So which is why, and also for the fact that it is very harmful for the earth, so I'm not going to purchase a sheet mask ever again. Now we'll jump into the makeup category of this anti-haul. So there are 4 products in this as well. First 2 are eyeshadow palettes. The first one is the K-Beauty eyeshadow palettes that she has launched very recently. It's not been a long time that they've launched the K-Beauty eyeshadow palettes, but I'm very disappointed. Trust me, I'm very disappointed. I mean, I expected them to launch pop-up colors and everything. I know that Katrina's style is very nudish and stuff, but she should actually be thinking of her audience or her customers, despite the fact of her own comfort level, because there are already a lot of nudes available in the market and it retails for 1200 rupees, और उसके half price में मुझे किसी और brand में same kind of shades मिल जाएंगे, despite the fact that they are very pigmented and stuff. Like, I can purchase the same kind of the same kind of shade range in Nykaa K that cost for 600 rupees, जो almost all the time you will find that on 50% discount. तो तुम्हें 600 की चीज़ 300 में मिल जाएगी Nykaa K में. So I would rather purchase that than going for a palette that costs 1200 and has no variety of colors at all. The second product is the Makeup Revolution X Friends eyeshadow palette that they had in collaboration with Friends. They came up with 3 different kinds of palettes: Monica, Rachel and Phoebe. And when they had actually launched a sneak peek or released a sneak peek of those palettes, not the full palette but just the sneak peek, like they're going to come up with this, I expected a lot of quirky colors, especially with Phoebe, but the colors were yet another disappointing thing for me. Colors को अगर side में भी करे, the palette that they've launched have no color story to it at all. Like, there's no story in them at all. And when you talk about Friends, there is a lot of quirkiness, there is a lot of fun elements that they could have done, but they did nothing, and they kept themselves very safe and very basic with the fact that, you know, let's just launch colors that are very nudish and stuff, or very pastelish. I expected a lot from those palettes, but they had nothing at all. And when I read the reviews of it also, they're not very nicely pigmented, so that was yet another reason why I'm not going to be purchasing this product. But when I laid my eyes on it after they launched, the biggest put off for me, apart from the fact that it's not pigmented, the first thing that was a big put off for me was that they played very safe and they did not play with colors at all. And each of the palettes that they've launched, the Rachel, Phoebe and Monica, none of them have any kind of color story that would have attracted me, so these palettes are a big no. The third product is the Nykaa mascaras. So they basically launched 3 mascaras at the same time: volumizing, lengthening and curling, and there are 3 mascaras basically for all 3 jobs. So my main concern here is that why would I purchase 3 different kinds of mascaras when I can get the same kind of features like volumizing, lengthening and curling from probably a different brand in a single mascara? Why would I purchase 3 different mascaras when I can get same thing in one single mascara? Why would I do that? Also, when I read the reviews of it, they were very bad. They didn't do the job at all, so that was also another put off. But apart from the reviews also, the first thing that came into my mind is, why would I purchase 3 different kinds of mascaras when one single mascara that almost costs how much that one particular mascara would cost would do the job for me? Like, for example, why would I purchase one volumizing mascara when I can get volumizing, lengthening and curling from the Maybelline Volume Express mascara that cost almost the same, in fact 20-30 rupees cheaper than these? So why would I do that? I mean, it was the biggest put off for me, so I'm not going to purchase these mascaras ever. The last product that I have for you in today's list is from MyGlam. It's the MyGlam Treat Love Care Brightening Foundation. And first thing about this foundation is that it has 3 gorgeous shades. मतलब इतने सारे shades का क्या करेंगे हम, कैसे यूज़ करेंगे इसको MyGlam? How are we going to use 3 amazing shades? But I mean, they just have 3 shades, but that's not my issue here. 3 shades are there in so many other brands that are budget friendly, so that's not my issue here. My main issue here is that it has actives in it. There are vitamins in it, there are ceramides in this, there are basically actives in this foundation, and I really don't understand the concept of having actives in foundation, because actives basically work, or chemical actives work when they are absorbed into the skin, and foundation stays on your face and does not absorb into the skin. So why should I purchase something that has actives in it जिसके ऊपर मैं sunscreen लगा भी नहीं सकती, because it's going to be very difficult, because once you have applied actives on your skin, you need to apply a sunscreen. So why would I purchase something that has actives in it a foundation that has actives over which applying sunscreen is actually a difficult task, and also the fact that it's going to stay on top of your skin and the actives are not going to get inside of your skin. So basically the entire concept of their launching a foundation with actives is zero. I mean, I really did not understand this concept, because the foundation is not supposed to enter inside your skin. If it's entering inside your skin, it's going to damage your skin in ways you cannot even imagine. That is why it's supposed to stay, मतलब foundation का काम है to stay on top and not absorb inside the skin, and active is supposed to go inside the skin, which is why कोई reason है ना स्किन केयर और मेकअप का डिफरेंशिएशन जो है वो किसी रीज़न की वजह से है. सो आई डोंट रियली अंडरस्टैंड दिस एंटायर कॉन्सेप्ट. आई मीन स्किन केयर को स्किन केयर रहने दो और फाउंडेशन और मेकअप को मेकअप पे रहने दो ना. वाई मिक्स द थ्री थिंग्स? आई मीन हैविंग अ फाउंडेशन विद SPF इज समथिंग जिसको समझ भी सकते हैं, but having a foundation that has actives over which you cannot even apply sunscreen is something I really don't understand, and I'm not going to purchase this product. So that's about it for today's video. If you like this video and if this video helped you in deciding whether to purchase a particular product or not, please hit the like button, comment down below and let me know how you like this video. I would love to hear it from you guys. Also share this video with your family and friends, and if you and your family and friends haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do that. Follow me on Instagram. The links to all my social media handles are going to be in the description box below. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye guys. Stay home, stay safe.